Hello there, Surobas. This is Hungries with the press conference reaction. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share the channel with your friends and other Surobas. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the press conference. They were asked a lot of questions, but I'm just gonna talk about the few that I feel like were relevant and made sense. So we all know that we're playing the final. We're happy that we're going to be playing the final. This is another final for the boys, and we need to win it. We need this win, man. If we win this, it's so early in the season that it's gonna propel the boys to other avenues. It's gonna serve as a stepping stone for the team, and we need this win. We need this confidence booster, and we all know we're hoping for the best and everything good for the boys, man. After that disappointing loss to the neighbors, the noisy neighbors. Yes, they are the noisy neighbors. After that disappointing loss, we hopefully the boys have put it behind them, and hopefully they're gonna be able to put in their best foot forward for this game. So yeah, let's go into the questions. First, it was asked about how are the preps going? He said they're working on the conditioning, they're working on the tactics, and they're working on the players' emotions. We obviously know that emotions ran high in the previous game, and losing that game, hopefully it, not even hopefully, we know it did affect the boys, but hopefully they've put it behind them, and the managers and the psychologists and everyone who works at the team was able to tell the boys, you know what, these things happen in football. Sometimes they win, sometimes we win, sometimes we draw. And we just need to put our best foot forward for the final and take it straight on. Another question, Maela was asked. Yeah, Jose was with Maela at this press conference again, which I think it's something that's gonna happen a lot more because he's the captain. It's I haven't seen one where he's had someone else rather than Maela, but Maela was asked about his fitness because he didn't finish the previous game. He said that it's too early in the week for them to know what's gonna happen, but he's working with the doctors, working with the team physios, and hopefully by Thursday he will know what's happening, and by Friday they'll have the full view, the full picture of what's wrong. But he feels okay. He feels like he can play. And yeah, another question was asked how the players fared in the derby, and he said, you know what? At the end of the day, Jose said it's not about the result. The game has been played. It's not about the result. It's about the performance, which I think was a good answer. Like, it is about the performance. That result doesn't really tell us anything about us, and doesn't tell us anything about them, because like I said and like he said in his post-match conference, it was a 0-0 game. They got the goal, we move on. But it was a 0-0 game, so we just need to analyze our performances, analyze who played well, who didn't, who executed the tactics that were given, and who didn't, and that could serve as a benchmark for the final. Another question was asked is, in terms of that game also, have they fixed the mistakes? Same answer. They've analyzed the performances. They just need to keep going. They need to improve. Like he's also said, like a team improves throughout the season. How we play, who starts and who doesn't. Like we saw the first 11 that started the season. It's not the first 11 that played the previous game. Like there's progression within the team. There's progression within the season. So yeah, players made mistakes. The mistakes were analyzed, and it's all about moving to the future. Then Maela was asked about the pressures of the final. Like, if they win the final, the MTN final that we're playing on Saturday, is it gonna be less pressure on them in regards to their next games? And he said Pirates is a big team. Good answer. Yes, Pirates is a big team. and the pressures never decrease. Pressures are always gonna be high. We know us the fans, we wanna win every game, we wanna win every league title, and we wanna win every cup. So Paris is a big team, and the pressures don't stop. Whether they win the final, whether they don't win the final, the pressure is still gonna be high up there. And I think that was a good answer from him. And then the last question was asked, Amazulu having won this cup in, I don't know, I think they said 41 years, and it's the first final in how many years? They wanted more. Apparently they wanted more. And Jose gave a very good answer too. He's like, no, it's a 19-minute game. We wanted more, they wanted more, we all wanted. There's no such thing as the other team is more hungrier or is just wanted more. Like, we all wanted, and we all need to put our best teams, and we all need to put 100% into the games. And I think that was a very good answer from him. We know the boys, they need this, man. We need this. We haven't played a lot of finals. We have been losing, and oh man, it's very dejecting to be a Paris player sometimes when we get to the final. We work so hard to get there, and then we just fall short at the end. So hopefully the boys are gonna prove us right, and they're gonna bring that cup home. All the best to the boys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This was your press conference reaction. Up the Bucks!